I'm just gonna stay here until someone joins. Stare at the camera. So, this could be a long stream or a short stream. Depends. No, it's late. My bad. So, let's let the stare begin. Someone joined. This guy got Phoenix edits. Alright, you're the only one here, so congrats. One prize. Welcome to Terrifying Tuesdays, but it's Wednesday. Yeah, let's go right into it. Right into it. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Not there. Not there. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Right, so balls, what's up, Cactus? We got Nikki. So please send me on Discord things I should watch on Terrifying Tuesdays. We already got some by Beast Moon, Cactus, and Melody. So let's watch this. Beast Moon sent me this. Let's check it out.
Let's watch something real scary.
Oh, it's a long video.
Scary ghost
Someone
videos
else's video.
To scare you since
I can't watch somebody reacting. I can't react to somebody reacting, so.
I was 8 years old when my parents took me to Disneyland during my summer
Long
vacation.
video.
I was enthralled to see the
Terrifying
place,
Wednesday.
the rides, the food, the kids going crazy. Everything about it felt like I was in paradise.
Hey, sound check.
After enjoying the theme parks, I had all the junk food I could. My mom then pointed at the gift shop, suggesting we buy some souvenirs. Everything they picked up was simple little trinkets, little keychains, fridge magnets, and other little pieces.
Look at that Winnie
I wasn't
the Pooh in the
having
back.
any of it. It wasn't enough to encapsulate my feelings for the trip.
Yes, Mr.
After
Cactus,
buying
it's
enough
yours.
souvenirs, I rushed to take pictures with the Disney characters. My dad went on clicking as
Terrifying
I posed with
Wednesday.
them. My eyes kept searching for Mickey, who I couldn't see at all.
Look at that
But then
dad.
I finally spotted him.
Right in the
He was
back.
sitting on the bench ignoring
Ooh.
everyone. I walked up to him, but he didn't seem to care.
Hey, Mickey, click a picture with me.
Not now, kid.
Why? I came all this way to meet you.
Just get lost, you piece of crap. Oh.
Hey, watch your tongue!
Before I knew it, my
His
dad
dad.
was in a fight with Mickey. I was too young to realize that.
No way, his
The
dad's
guy dressed
beating
as
the
Mickey
guy.
Mouse was probably having a bad day and wanted some time off. But being a kid, I made it worse for him. The security came rushing and separated him from my dad. He was covered in
What?
dirt and his costume was messed up in places. His big Mickey head still stayed on though, which is why I never got to see the man under that costume. Disneyland security insulted him for being unprofessional and behaving badly with me. They apologized to my parents and gave us gifts to take home.
Let's go, Adam. This freak has learned his lesson.
Saying this, my dad grabbed my hand and we
Weirded
started
out right
walking
now.
away. I turned around only once, and I saw the man in the Mickey Mouse attire standing like a statue and watching me. He just stood there, staring at me with those big Mickey eyes, and then suddenly waved slowly, like a real creepy slow hand movement. I don't know why my stomach dropped when he did that. Something at the
No,
back
mine's
of my
dropping
head told
too.
me I should have just left that guy alone.
Here's one thing you need to do
I'm gonna
before
buy
buying
YouTube
anything
Premium.
online.
I'll
Don't
do it
spend
tomorrow.
another
I'll buy it
dime on
tomorrow.
Amazon until you watch.
It's fine.
In the first place.
There's no one talking because no
home
one's
and I
here.
simply went back to being a kid at school, sharing memories with other kids, kind of flexing my Disneyland trip to them. It wasn't until a few weeks later, weird things started to happen.
Right?
One day, I was playing in the schoolyard. I was writing my name on the dirt with a stick, when my eyes noticed a tree far off in the distance. A thin black arm with a huge-sized white glove was waving at me from behind it. The immediate goosebumps
all
made
good,
me
Nikki.
shiver.
Adam!
I turned around hearing my friend's voice,
It's kind of a late stream,
but
so
when I
don't
looked back,
think
which
many
was in a
people did.
fraction of a second, the hand was gone. I came to the rationalization that I imagined it. However, things took a dark turn really quick. One night, I woke up feeling thirsty. My room has a big glass window facing the woods. I was drinking from my water bottle when I saw
What?
2 black dome-shaped ears in the top half of big white eyes staring at me from outside my window.
That's one
I
evil
rubbed my
mouse.
eyes and they were gone the very next moment. I got up to check if anyone was out there. It was silent, except for the tall trees. I didn't see anyone.
Ah! Mom! Dad!
I started screaming, hiding my sobbing face in my palm. My parents rushed to my room and I told them that the angry Mickey Mouse from Disneyland had followed me home.
He was right here, Dad. He
No
jumped
way.
on me. I saw him at school too. He was right here.
Honey, there's no one in your room. It was a nightmare.
Oh,
Come, let me tuck you to sleep.
don't worry,
From
guys.
then on, I was actively scared of anything Disney. Other kids would have their Disney toys, and I would shy away. They would bring up the Disney movie they saw the night before,
I
and
think
I
it's
would try
wrong.
to
There's
turn
3
the
of you here.
conversation to another topic. I got rid of anything I had that was remotely Disney, anything to ease my
Oh.
mind, and erase the trauma I had experienced.
Yeah, he grew up.
It never worked, but it helped. I was in junior high when my best friend
Ew, look
decided
at the
to
guy
organize a
walking
Disney
down
trip
there right there.
and asked me to join. I tried to deny the invitation,
Dude, this guy's
but he was my best
traumatized.
friend and wouldn't take no for an answer. So
Traumatized
there I
by
was
Mickey.
at Disneyland
Look at
again
his face.
after 8 long years. It was odd, but every time I walked past a mascot, I swear they would briefly drop what they were doing, whether they were promoting merchandise or talking to a kid,
Oh, they're
and
creepy
just
though.
stare at me as I passed. They just turned their heads slowly, their novelty-sized eyes glaring at me.
Ew,
Cold and
look at the
dead.
guy right there.
But I never saw Mickey Mouse though.
That kid.
When I came back to the hotel and thought everything was finally over, I
The
had no
background
idea what
characters.
was waiting for me. I was passed out on my bed after a couple of beers when I heard a slow knock on the door.
Jack? Is that you?
I dragged my tipsy body to the door and opened it thinking it was my friend. But
Mickey
there was
Mouse.
no one outside.
What the?
And then I peeked outside to check the long hotel lobby. With my blurry vision, I noticed something in
Yeah,
the
dude,
distance.
I'm locking the doors right
Something
there.
was standing at the end of the lobby.
I'm locking them. Don't care.
Jack?
What's
Why
up,
are
Jack?
you?
But I couldn't finish
That's
what I
Mickey.
was saying because now I had figured out it wasn't my friend Jack standing in the lobby. It was Mickey, standing there in his tattered costume. It was just like my dad turned it into during the fight 8 years ago. My
Oh.
jaw dropped. Drops of sweat appeared on my forehead. Mickey was just glaring, unmoving,
Yeah, he was.
disturbing. The same way I saw him last at Disneyland. My heart started to race.
Yeah, close the
I
door,
was too
buddy.
afraid to look away.
Look
He
away.
then
Close the
slowly
door.
stretched his arms up like he was silently asking me to hug him.
Hug him.
He tilted his head to the left, then to the right. His arms stayed up though. I couldn't take it anymore. I slammed shut the door, locked it from the inside and ran into the bathroom. I spent my entire night wide awake in fear lying in the bathtub. The next day, I boarded a flight home without telling what
This
happened
guy's
to me last night
hallucinating.
because I knew no one would believe it. Since then, I haven't seen Mickey, and one thing I'm sure of is that, no matter what, I'm keeping my kids the hell away from Disneyland. The story you just saw is loosely based on this creepy image found on the internet.
Oh my.
There's no information about who took this photo, but one can say it's taken at Disneyland.
Well,
As you
yeah.
can see, a guy dressed in a Mickey Mouse costume being the sole subject of this photo. What makes this photo outright creepy is the way the guy
Look at this chick. She's digging in her butt right now. She's looking for gold or something. Look at her. She's digging deep.
in the costume is looking at the camera. Even though he had the Mickey Mouse mask on, the stare is scary enough to give any kids, or probably any adults, a trauma for life.
Okay.
I've never been a big fan of water, but I've always thought that water
Want to get music and sound effects that actually sounds good? Go to
Google
Artlist and
pick
get
a Mickey for
amazing
real.
music and sound effects.
parks and pools were okay. Going
See
to
this
a
one.
pool was even fun sometimes.
Water
So,
park?
when a water park opened in my
What's the third
town,
one?
I resolved to go.
Let's just skip to the third one. Video's long. Skip to the third.
when I was 18. I
No
went
worries,
to a
Beast
water
Moon.
park with my class as part of our graduation
No
bash.
worry.
All of the cool
Rand?
seniors I knew were going, including my crush and all of my friends.
That's crush.
Everyone traveled in packs of 3 or 4 so we could go on the rides together. My besties and I were in a group, of course, but I was secretly wishing that
What's
I
up,
had
Alicia?
gotten in with my crush's group. I did manage to herd our groups together, though. I was glad I got to see a lot of him, but the important thing was that he also saw a lot of me.
It's new.
However, I didn't realize how much that would save me from the other people in the water park. It was the beginning of the summer, and the place was already packed. 99% of them were normal people, except for this one super creepy older
Yeah,
guy.
he's not normal.
The first time I noticed him was in the line for one of those rides, where you go through the rapids with 7 other people on a giant circular raft.
Yo, don't ride
There
with
were
that
4
man.
open seats on our raft when he showed up behind us. He was hairy and shirtless and horribly sunburned. He had this weirdly disheveled look to him too.
For real.
Also,
Ew.
something about his scraggly beard just looked like pubic hair. Once we made eye contact, he weaseled his way into our section.
Excuse me, girls. Could I go on the ride with you?
No, say
well,
no.
actually, we were kind of, waiting for someone else.
Really? Where are they? I don't see anyone. You're not lying to get rid of me, are you?
No, I swear.
I'd say, yeah,
They'll
I'm
be here
lying to
any
get rid
minute.
of you. Get out of
Just,
here.
Crap.
Boy, you look
I
like a
was
whole
totally
koala
bluffing,
bear.
But luckily, at the last second, my crush pulled up and saved the day.
Gonzo
Hey,
looking.
what's going on here? We were the ones waiting to ride with them. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize those seats were taken. I'll wait for the next one.
Why is he
Go
breathing
on
like
ahead.
that?
Yeah, thanks.
We were thrilled that he showed up with his friends at the right time and got that guy to leave.
Thank you so much. That guy was so weird.
I could tell he was bothering you from a mile away.
Oh, you're
is so
so
hairy.
observant. Will you stay with us so he doesn't come back?
Sure, why not?
From the first interaction, I was almost glad he existed because it got me closer to my crush. Especially because our groups were stuck together by choice for the rest of the day. Unfortunately, after that, I started noticing that hairy weirdo all over the water park.
Only hairy,
Almost
bro.
like he was following us.
He's
He got in line
pregnant.
behind us at every single ride we went to, but not too close that we could tell him to screw off. He was super starey though. I don't know if the boys noticed it, but all the girls could feel his eyes on us. I tried not to let him ruin my
Why
fun.
is he so tall?
But when he had the nerve to cut in front of us for one ride, I almost lost it. It was one of those solo slides that's a tube coming down from a big tower.
Home at that
And most
point.
of the line forms from the staircase to the top. We were already halfway up when out of nowhere, this creep rammed his way through the whole crowd of us, then looked back with the most infuriating smug facial expression. I started to shout at him, but it was my crush who held me back and told me not to make a scene.
Shh. All he wants is your attention.
Dang,
Don't give it to him.
You're right.
I certainly didn't mind the way that boy held me back. I completely forgot about being mad, and everyone else had to avert their eyes. Fast forward to the end of the line, and we were all watching this fat creep about to go down the slide. Of course, he just had to look back and smile at me all creepily right before going. A few moments later, when the lifeguard saw the creep come out at the bottom, he gave me the signal to go next.
No.
I started to go.
I'm saying
But right
no.
as I pushed off, I heard my crush yelling.
Wait! Don't go yet! Stop!
But it was too late. There was nothing to grab onto to stop myself,
Oh.
so I had to go down. During the ride, I wondered if he was just messing with me, or if there was really a reason I shouldn't have gone down. Near the bottom, I found out.
Where you go
I was
home?
about to shoot out when I slammed into something. It was so dark that I couldn't see what it was at first,
This is such a
but
sick
it
one.
made me come to a complete stop. I immediately started
Complete
feeling
stop?
extremely claustrophobic
Is
from
he
being
stuck?
stuck in the tube, but I realized that was the least of my worries when I heard his voice again.
Hey, girlie, you can't run away from me now.
It was that creep, and he blocked me inside the slide
No,
with
he
him.
blocked the entire slide.
Get away from me! Somebody help!
Give me a
Oh,
weight
hush,
limit.
baby doll. Just close your eyes and pretend I'm that little boyfriend of yours.
Oh.
You! No! Stop!
He started crawling toward me, grabbing my
He's a
feet. I
rapist.
kicked at him and tried to climb back up the slide, but we were stuck at the bottom, and I kept sliding down.
Kick him.
I promise you'll enjoy it if you just give me a taste.
Ew, a taste.
I thought I was going to be
Oh,
stuck
he's gonna
in
lick
there
her
with
feet.
him
He's gonna lick her
forever.
feet.
But then I heard another voice coming from
Yeah,
higher
kick him
up
in
in
the
the
balls.
slide.
Kick him in his
My
giant
crush's
nose.
voice.
Look out below!
He's coming down.
At the last second, I
He
squirmed
came
out of the
down,
way as
he
he brushed past me and collided with that sicko, kicking him straight in the face with all the momentum of the slide.
No
They
way.
shot out the exit and I crawled out
No
after
way,
them.
this guy
In the
comes
middle of a
down.
panic attack, the two of them were fighting in the water trying to drown each other.
Oh,
I could barely
where's
see
the
what was happening
security?
with all the splashing, but
Where's the...
eventually my crush won out and restrained
No
him
way,
until
this guy's
security
beating
arrived.
that big old
After all
man.
that, the sick creep got arrested, and my crush and I started dating.
It's a love story? What in the world was that video? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, there's one more here. We have the Junko case. Complete detail. Okay. Sigma for real. This is long? It seems pretty long. Huh? Okay, let's look at this. Is a 1 minute video. It's a short. 4 days she would be run times by over 100 different people. What? It's just awful. This is not scary. This is just awful. Oh, that's so sad. What are we watching? Oh, no way. The killers want free? Oh, this poor woman, dude. I can't be showing this. Is this on YouTube? That's on YouTube? Oh, that made me sad. No way. Okay. 9 true horror story. True. 5'2" girl. Good one.
Here's how I made myself control my world using Adobe Premiere Pro.
Control
First thing
my
I did
world.
was film 2 plates.
5'2" tall girl. Okay.
Yesterday, a 5th missing person has been filed in Vilsame.
We'll
The
see.
5th missing person, Ella, was also a 5'2" tall girl.
Heard something.
This has proved that speculation that the kidnapper only targets females who are exactly 5'2" tall is true. The families of the victims are enduring hellish days as no missing person has been found yet. The photos shown on the screen now are the missing persons. If you have witnessed them, please file a report by calling the number below.
Thick missing
There
person.
has already been a 5th disappearance in our neighborhood.
Thick.
The kidnapper seems to be the same person.
Thick.
This is because all 5 victims were girls exactly 5'2" tall. The police
Weird.
speculated that the kidnapper was a pervert obsessed with the figure 5'2".
So
Investigations continued on the serial disappearance cases that lasted for several months, but the whereabouts of the missing persons were unknown, and there was no one who witnessed a kidnapping taking place.
Huh.
Rather, the village was quiet and peaceful.
Village, that's why.
Haley, come
Don't live in a
home
village.
right after school. You must never walk
cried.
around alone. If you need me, call me anytime and I'll pick you up. My mother, who was watching the news
Motionless.
beside me, said with a worried face, Mom, don't worry too much. I'm 5'3" tall.
Oh, she's
Don't
5'3".
say that.
It's a
You
big
should
difference.
always be careful.
She's 5'3", don't
All
worry.
5 missing people were exactly 5'2", as if they were measured with a ruler.
Yeah, is this guy measuring
So
people?
don't worry too much, and I'll be careful too. I said calmly to reassure my mother, but I was scared as well. 2 days later, I was walking with my friends on my way home from school, and many police cars and ambulances
Nikki.
were
Thank you for
parked at the
stopping by.
entrance to the village's forest, and people were carrying dead bodies covered with white cloth on stretchers. The bodies of the missing
Yeah, for
victims
real,
were found
Cactus.
buried here and there in the forest. The bodies of 4 people were already decomposed and turned into white bones. And the search
Decomposed.
team was surprised when they found Ella's body, who disappeared 3 days ago and had not yet decomposed. This was because the body did not have a single piece of skin left. The police
What?
judged that the culprit was likely to be a butcher who professionally trimmed meat based on the elaborately peeled skin off the body. So, the butchers living in the village were investigated, but the
Why is it a
investigation was
village?
at a standstill because no evidence was found. As the investigation intensified, as if the culprit became more cautious, no more victims occurred, and several months passed. The incident settled down, but 5'2" tall females never went out alone, and there were even families moving to other neighborhoods to protect their daughters.
For
A few
real?
days later, on my way home from school, after parting with my friends, a woman came out of her yard and greeted me.
Hi, do you live here? I'm Luna and I live
That's the
here.
killer.
Hello, I'm Kaylee. I live in this
Don't
town
be
too.
sorry.
Nice
What's
to
up?
meet
What's
you.
up?
Kaylee, it's so dangerous these days because of the serial killings.
Yep, that's the killer.
Would it be
That's the
okay
killer.
if you wander around alone like this?
I'm scared, but I'm 5'3" tall, so I just roam around
I'm
thinking it's
5'3".
going to
It
be
doesn't
okay.
matter.
But you have to be careful. I have a daughter named Mia and I'm worried a lot these days.
Luna said, pointing her finger at the window on the second floor of
Why
her
is it
house.
creepy?
She said,
That's Mia's room.
Tim
She's
Killer's a
5
lesbian.
feet 2 inches tall, so I don't let her go out at all.
She's
In
not allowed
fact, she
outside.
saw you pass by through her window and begged me to play with you. So I came out to ask you to play with her.
You do.
I
She
looked
does
at
not
the
have a
window
daughter.
on the second floor
She
at
does
which Luna
not.
was pointing, and there was a girl standing by the window,
It's a dead
looking
girl.
down at where I was.
She's dead.
Does Mia know me?
Yeah, it's been a long time since she
Yeah,
hasn't gone
don't
out.
tell your height
So
at
it's her
all.
daily routine to look out the window, but I guess she wanted to be friends with you who passes by every day.
It's not a real girl.
Would you like to play with Mia today? I've also baked a delicious apple pie.
What?
Yes, I'd like to.
No, don't play
I
with the
followed
random
Luna
old
into
lady.
the house. Her house had a charming
My
interior
gosh.
with floral wallpaper and pretty props, and there was a wooden table in the middle of the living room. Luna
Right, I
seemed to be
animate
working
better
on
than this.
sewing until now, as on a mint-colored sewing machine, there was a dress that was half-laced. Luna smiled when she saw me looking at the sewing machine and said,
I was just making Mia's dress. I make my daughter's dresses on my own.
The dress is so pretty.
Weird.
If you become friends with Mia, I'll make yours too. Come on, follow me to the second floor.
Don't follow
Luna
her to
went
the second
to the second
floor.
floor and knocked on Mia's door.
Mia, I've brought you a friend.
When she opened the door, there was Mia sitting
not-
on her bed,
I'm not gonna be
shaking
friends
her
with her.
hand without saying a word.
I ain't
Her
being friends
head
with little
bowed
Michael
as she
Jackson.
was shy. I smiled brightly and introduced myself to Mia, who was wearing a bucket hat and a black dress.
Yeah, that's Michael Jackson.
Hello, Mia. I'm Kaylee. I came by because you wanted to be friends with me. Then Mia answered in a small voice.
Hello, Kaylee. Thanks for coming to my room.
Then Luna
What the
happily
heck?
looked at us and said,
Oh, you two have fun. Mommy will bring you girls apple pie.
Big
As
hand.
Luna went down the stairs, Mia asked me,
Kaylee, aren't you afraid of the outer world?
I'm scared, but I'm 5'3" tall, so I just walk around bravely.
She's
Mia,
so brave
I've
that
heard
she's
you're
5'3".
5'2" tall. Since you can't go out alone, I think it would be frustrating. Then Mia put her arm across mine and took me to a large mirror in the room and said,
Yeah, what is happening to her
I'm
face?
5'3" tall now too.
Like stitched
That's
up.
why I haven't had clothes that fit me lately.
Just as she said,
There
Mia
we go,
and
she's
I
normal.
standing side by side in front of the mirror
She
were the
needs sleep.
same height. However, when I looked closely
So
at Mia's
brave for
face
her
and
height.
body, something was strange. She was so grotesque,
She is
as she had
stitched
skin
up.
sewn here and there, like a stuffed toy. I couldn't ask her directly about it because
Her
I might
mom-
hurt Mia's feelings,
her mom
so I
made
just
her.
glanced at her. Mia's
her
face
s-
was twisted as well, with her skin sewn together as if it had been patched up. Only then did I realize that Mia was no ordinary person. Mia looked at our reflection in the mirror and said
you
with a
this long?
satisfied smile,
Kaylee, I like you so much. It's apple pie time. I'll bring Mom.
Don't bring
Did
mom.
you know you actually have double the amount
Oh.
of fencing options you think you do in The Sims 4?
Why did it take
When
you
you
this
drag your
long to
fence to
notice
build
this
with
girl's all
foundation, it
messed
just looks as
up?
it
Mia went downstairs to get the apple pie, and I had a foreboding feeling about Mia's eccentric appearance. So I sneaked around her room while she was away.
Don't stick
I was
around,
surprised
leave.
when I opened Mia's closet. Strange leathers were hanging on 4 hangers, and when I took one of them out and spread it on the floor,
So we're gonna
it
destroy
looked
you.
as if a human skin had been peeled off.
Oh, leave. Leave
The
right
arms,
now.
legs, and torso were cut so that it could be worn like a suit,
Escape to the
and
window.
a mask with the face and hair of a person's scalp had been peeled off was also hung in her closet. What is this? I was startled, and I hurled the unknown leather, thinking I should get out of this creepy house quickly. As I hurried out of Mia's room and went down the stairs, I heard Mia and Luna's voice from
Not walking though.
downstairs.
She's so chill about this.
She's
For
the
real.
same height as me. She has a pretty face, so I like her.
She's 5'3"
Hurry
now.
up and make me new clothes made out of Kaylee.
Uh-oh.
There
New
weren't any
clothes?
clothes for you to wear because you grew up, but this is good news.
She's gonna wear a different
Mommy will make
skin?
you a pretty one this time as well.
I would
I
escape
saw the
too.
mother and daughter walking upstairs through the cracks of the stairs.
You're
Luna had
5'3"
a
now.
large plastic bag and a sharp kitchen knife in her hand, and Mia, who was behind her, had
I was
cutting
eating
scissors in
lunch
her
right now,
hand.
bro.
I was startled and went back into the room and locked the door. After a while, the mother and daughter found that the door was locked and started knocking on the door.
Kaylee? Kaylee? Open the door.
No.
I brought some apple pie.
I kept my mouth shut
Yeah,
in
dude,
fear.
get out
Then
the
I heard
window.
Mia's voice saying,
Kaylee, what are you doing? Let's play. Open the door.
When I didn't say anything, Luna said to Mia,
Mommy will bring the keys.
I hurriedly
Gotta go
looked
no
around the
shit.
room and found that the only
That
way
she
to escape
kills
was to jump
people.
out the window. When I opened the window and looked down, it was
Finally.
too high for me to jump out.
Too high, who cares?
Suddenly,
About to
the
die.
door burst open, and Mia jumped
Ugh.
in and pulled me by the waist. As I
Ugh.
writhed myself, Luna swung a kitchen knife from behind, and I collapsed on the spot.
The back of the head?
Seeing me bleeding from a huge
That's a
back wound and
big
suffering
old
in pain,
cut.
Mia hollered with a mad expression.
What are you doing? You cut my new clothes. Are you crazy?
New clothes.
Mia screamed for a while and sat down sobbing.
It's because of you, Mom. You ruined it all. Now I have no more clothes to wear. Look at this. My feet are sticking out because my clothes are too short.
Mia's ankle protruded from under the
clothes?
leather on the sole of her foot.
Oh.
There was another foot, and the red skin with dead skin cells and cracks all over was so disgusting that it could not be considered human skin.
Oh.
Luna said, comforting Mia.
Oh, it's all Mommy's
I
fault.
got no skin.
I was in a hurry thinking she'd jump out the window. Sorry, Mia.
Now what? There are so many cops that I can't even get new clothes anymore.
Then Luna looked down at me,
Clothes.
pondering, and then said to Mia,
Scares you for real. Jump out the window. You got
Mia,
stabbed in the
I've got
back.
an idea. Why don't we wait until the wound is healed and then skin her?
Mia's face immediately brightened and she grinned. The mother and daughter taped my wrists and ankles and each carried my legs and torso and went down to the basement.
What was she done for? She
Right
should have
in the
jumped out the
basement,
window. It
I
was
saw a
too
neatly
high.
organized cutting room.
Okay,
with
that's
bright
5
white
stories. I'm
lights.
jumping out.
On the large work table, a belt was installed to bind
Either
the
you die
limbs,
or die.
and surgical tools and cutting supplies were placed on the table. They laid me down on the work table, brought antiseptic and bandages, and started treating my wound. That's how I was locked in the cutting room until the wound healed and their treatment to obtain my leather began. The mother and daughter brought soup, bread, and water and fed me, applied
They
medicine to
stuck.
the wounds frequently, and tied my limbs to the work table during the rest of the time.
Look at this, Kaylee.
Oh.
You've become so famous.
The devil, like Mia, would often show me news by holding her tablet PC in front of my eyes. On the news, with an exasperated voice, the anchorman was saying that a sixth missing person had occurred,
Real, grab one of those
along with my picture,
knives or
which was
stab 'em.
followed by my mother crying out for help to find me. When I saw my mother on the news, I burst into tears and begged Mia to get me out of here, but there was no use. As time
Her
passed,
blood's so stirred,
scabs
she's about to
formed on the
die.
deep wounds and new flesh began to come out. The fact
She
that the new
survived
flesh was
that.
coming out meant that my death was not far away.
Uh-oh.
Mia looked at my wound on my back and smiled broadly.
Weirdo.
Mom, the scab is about to fall off. The new skin is coming out. I think I
Ew.
can make new clothes now.
Yes, that's true. I guess I have to
Clothes.
start cutting. Mia, could you take off your clothes and lie down?
Mia
Take
took
'em
off her
off.
black dress and then started taking off her suit made of human leather as well. Then the cracked red skin she had hidden under the suit, the shape of her eyes, nose, and mouth, which were unrecognizable, were revealed. Then Mia lied on top of me, and Luna took her measuring tape and began taking her measurements. I shouted for my life while being crushed by Mia, but they seemed to think of me as nothing more than leather for tailor-made clothes. Then I heard the doorbell outside.
Uh-oh.
Luna tilted her head in bewilderment and said to Mia,
There's no one who'd come home. Just keep an eye on Kaylee so she doesn't scream.
She hurried out to the front door,
Doesn't
and Mia
scream, dude. I'm
whispered as she thrust a
screaming.
sharp cutting
Oh.
shear into my neck.
Shh. Kaylee, be quiet or I'll stab you ruthlessly in the neck with this thing.
Oh my gosh.
I knew very well that Mia could never hurt my body.
I'm still screaming.
Help me! When I cried out,
Ew.
Mia startled, clamped my mouth shut, and I bit her fingers as hard as I could. I screamed once more when
That
she
that
collapsed,
gross, crusty
grasping her
freaking hand
fingers.
on you.
Help me! There's someone in the
She
basement!
is not screaming loud enough.
Shortly
Help
after, the cutting room door
me.
burst open and the police rushed in.
Oh yeah.
Kaylee?
Yes, it's me! The police freed me and helped my way out, but Mia, who had fallen on the floor, rushed at the police with cutting scissors
Shoot her,
and
shoot her,
swung
shoot
at
her.
them. She shouted,
Don't take my clothes! No, I don't have any clothes I can wear!
Surprised, the police shot her, and Mia collapsed and died on the spot. Then
They
Luna, who
shot
was
her.
being held by the police outside, screamed,
Mia! My baby! What did you guys do to my daughter?
Leaving
she's
behind
crazy.
Luna's outcry, I got out of the hellish house,
Dead
got into
body.
the ambulance, and was able to meet my parents again at the hospital.
A long series of murders came to an end when a sixth missing person was dramatically rescued from the perpetrator's house. The killer's name is Luna, a middle-aged woman who has worked as a tailor all her life.
Weird.
It turned out that she lured girls of the same size into her house, murdered them, and skinned them into suits for her daughter, who had a rare skin disease.
For real, rip to them. What a weird mom. Is that over? Is it over? Oh, that is creepy. The man with my face. Okay. Check this one out.
At 3
Skill
a.m.,
issue.
after tossing and turning in bed, I went out to the porch of the living room to light up a cigarette. It was late at night, so all the lights in the apartment across the street were off, but only one house, right across from my house, had lights on.
Okay.
Inside, a man and a woman were standing.
Her mom is a
facing each
psychopath.
other,
The
and
daughter
I
is a
could faintly
psychopath.
hear
Alright, no worries.
high-pitched voices
Have a great night,
as if they were arguing.
Phoenix.
Soon after, they started fighting, and after a while, the man lifted the woman up off the ground and threw her out the window. Letting out a horrible shriek,
I don't know.
the
I
woman
don't know
fell
when.
to the floor.
Soon.
with her
I'll
long
figure it
hair
out.
Fluttering, and then I heard a bang.
I'm 20 away
I
from
was so startled
500.
that I climbed up on the railing and looked down, and the woman was lying dead on the cement floor, looking horrible with her skull broken. The man on the opposite side who pushed the
broken.
woman also was looking down from the railing, and when he raised his head, he met my eyes. Surprisingly,
Geeky
the man
horror
looked
story
exactly the
animated?
same
Okay.
as me. I was so shocked that I gasped, and the man looked at me in surprise and shouted something, but I couldn't hear his voice well. Is this the doppelganger that I've only heard about? I can't believe my doppelganger is a murderer. I was so shocked that I collapsed right on the spot, my legs giving out.
Alex, what's wrong?
At the moment, my wife, Charlotte, who was sleeping in the bedroom, came running to help me up. A man in the apartment across the street just threw a woman out of the window and killed her.
Really?
Charlotte was startled and went out to the porch to check. Don't go outside! The culprit is looking at our house now, I said urgently, pulling her by the wrist.
Well, I will
hid
catch
behind the curtains and called the police with my hand trembling. The man living in the apartment across the street killed a woman by throwing her out the window.
What
Please,
the
come
heck?
quickly. After a while, the police arrived, and the woman's body, who had been dead with her skull broken, was nowhere to be found.
Uh-oh.
When they searched the house across the street, people other than the man I had just seen were living inside.
Hey, what is all this? Even kids don't make prank calls these days. This is clearly obstruction of justice.
That can't be true.
Everyone withdraw.
I
But
stood there,
snitch, I'm
confused
snitching
by the
too.
situation, when my wife, Charlotte, came up to me and said,
You've been under a lot
What's
of
up,
stress
Sketch?
lately because of the promotion exam. So you must have seen things for a second.
No, I saw a woman falling from the terrace of that house, and I saw her dead body on the floor with her skull broken clearly with my own eyes. When
Ugh.
she fell, I also heard a loud thud.
If it was that loud, I would have woken up since I'm a light sleeper. I'm telling you, stress is this dangerous. Honey, calm down and have some green tea. Here.
As usual, my wife handed me warm, brewed
Girl
green
with
tea.
humor.
As she said, my health had been deteriorated due to stress lately, and I was diagnosed with liver and kidney problems during our checkup recently. The vision I had seen that night
So,
was so vividly embedded in my head that I had nightmares of it for a long time.
What's Terrace
The
say?
face of a man who looked just like me. The corpse of a woman
Terrace?
with a
Oh,
broken
like
skull.
Terrace.
The movement of the man's lips shouting something at me. What was he shouting?
What was he shouting?
Well, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think?
An ad.
Paperclip?
7 years later. The abdominal pain with no known cause that
7
continued
years
on for 4
later.
days seemed to subside, but today I was suffering from a high fever. My liver and kidneys, which have always not been good, were now so damaged that they could hardly function properly,
What's wrong with this guy's
disrupting my daily life.
forehead?
I was sure that I was slowly dying from the moment my eyes met the killers who looked just like me 7 years ago. I've heard that when you meet a doppelganger, one of them will die. I thought that maybe the murderer I saw that day might not be an illusion, but my real doppelganger. Watching me lose my vitality day by day, Charlotte cried often.
Back, stupid
She did
game.
not give up on me, and often took me to the hospital where she worked as a nurse for a thorough examination, but the cause of my illness was unknown. If I died,
Jess is
poor
still
Charlotte
top.
would be alone.
Give me
Charlotte's
Jess.
beautiful eyes, soft hair, calming
She gone,
voice,
though. She
and even the
gone.
warmth of green tea she gave me every day. My heart ached at the thought that there were not many days left to be with her. I recently quit my job. I got sick and couldn't work anymore. As a result, Charlotte became the breadwinner instead of me. She had
Breadwinner.
to increase her hospital hours in order to get paid overtime. I felt so sorry for Charlotte, but the pain made me helpless.
I think Jess is
Trying to
gone.
fall asleep
King,
lying
he
in
comes during the
bed
day.
during most of my time was all I could do. Then one day, I was looking for painkillers for the severe abdominal pain that started again.
Painkillers.
But I was running out of medicine at home, so I couldn't take them. I suddenly thought that if I drank green tea that Charlotte prepared for me every day, I would feel a little better. So I headed to the kitchen,
Those eyes
grabbing
despawn.
onto my stomach. I hadn't done any kitchen work due to my busy work life, so I had to look for the green tea bag for quite a while because I didn't know where it was. And when I finally found a green tea bag in the corner of the cupboard and steeped it in warm water and drank it, I was startled. It tasted different from the green
thought that was
tea
my
I
chair.
had been drinking before. I thought there was a separate green tea I'd been having, so I searched the kitchen again when I ran into an automotive antifreeze hidden behind things piled up in the
Drink
cupboard.
antifreeze?
Why is automotive antifreeze in the kitchen? It was something I had never seen before, which wasn't the one I had been using in my garage.
His wife's trying to kill him.
Suddenly, Charlotte's strange behavior a few days ago when she entered the kitchen and hurriedly took me out of the kitchen flashed across my mind. No way. At that moment, I had a spine-chilling sensation, and a feeling of foreboding overcame me. With trembling hands, I put a few drops of automotive antifreeze into the green tea that I had brewed and carefully tried a bit. Horrifyingly, it tasted the same as the green tea that Charlotte had been giving me.
No way.
I went to another hospital, not the one where
She's
Charlotte
killing
worked,
it.
and received medical treatment. The doctor was surprised to see my
The
condition
magazine name is
and
Austin.
explained that my liver and kidneys were damaged due to taking in an ingredient called ethylene glycol, which is used as an automotive antifreeze. The doctor said that after taking it for such a long time, my organs were ruined and the central nervous system was seriously damaged. He said it was no longer possible to recover. This was a diagnosis I had never gotten when I went to the hospital where Charlotte worked as a nurse for the past 7 years.
Charlotte sus.
I was told for 7 years that the cause cannot be identified. Can it be possible to not know even after undergoing a checkup?
If you've gotten through a thorough medical checkup, they would have been able to find out. But I don't
I don't know, man.
understand.
I was able to know by
His wife is a
intuition
killer.
that Charlotte and the doctor working at her workplace were on the same side. That night, Charlotte, as always, came into our bedroom after her night shift, offered me green tea, and I said I'll drink it later. When she left, I went into the bedroom bathroom and poured the green tea down the drain. After checking that Charlotte went into the dressing room and closed the door, I crept up and put my ear to the door, and I found that Charlotte was whispering in a low voice, talking to someone on the phone.
The doppelganger.
He's going to die in 2 or 3 months at most, right? I've got a lot of death insurance for my husband, so the amount will be considerable. Thanks for waiting a long time, honey.
Oh.
See you at the hospital tomorrow.
So evil.
As a VFX artist, my world can be anything I want.
This black guy in his nose. Oh, dude, I'd be so heartbroken if my wife.
I was so surprised that I covered my mouth with my hand and hurried back to the bedroom.
I'd probably kill her.
Meanwhile, I was dying slowly, not from the doppelganger's curse, but at the hand of Charlotte. I was lying in bed and pretending to be asleep. As soon as Charlotte, who had finished getting ready for bed, entered the bedroom, I heard the sound of her fiddling with the cup on the table, as if checking to see if I had drunk green tea. Then, after a while, as she laid her body next to the bed, I started to hear her roughly breathing, as if she had fallen asleep right away. With Charlotte lying next to me, I got goosebumps and came to my senses. Should I report it to the police right away, or should I start with collecting evidence? I eventually chose the most foolish way. After much thought, I decided to directly ask Charlotte what made her decide to kill me.
What?
It seemed that I could understand this unbelievable situation only if I heard it directly from the woman I love. I woke Charlotte from her sleep at dawn and called her into the living room. Charlotte looked puzzled with a half-awake face. Charlotte, I've loved you with all my heart, all my life, but why are you trying to kill me? At my question, Charlotte replied with a panicked face.
Honey, what are you talking about?
I know you've been feeding me automotive antifreeze. At my words, Charlotte put on an innocent expression and insisted that she has no idea what I'm talking about.
It's too late to make excuses. If I ask the police to get your call history with your co-conspirator, the doctor you've been having an affair with, your crime will be revealed soon.
Then Charlotte, who suddenly took on a horrid look, said,
You weren't a loving husband. You neglected me for a long time because you only worked like a dog. I didn't want to live with you anymore.
Then we could get divorced. There's no need to murder me.
I needed your insurance money. A job as a nurse cannot be a lifetime job.
You bitch!
Weirdo.
Alex, you're going to die soon.
Evil.
You'll hate me, but think of it as your karma for neglecting me and forgive me. At least the remaining people should be well off. If you loved me with all your heart, you could at least do that for me, right?
I'm killing her right there.
Enraged, I rushed at Charlotte, grabbed her by the throat, and shook her violently.
Yeah.
And in response, Charlotte slapped my face. At that moment, I lost control of myself.
What was the B word?
And I picked her up from the ground, ran out to the terrace
Threw her
where
out
the
the
door
window.
was open, and threw her out the window.
You saw his... You saw him killing
Charlotte
her.
let out a shriek and fell from the 11th floor, followed by a great crash. Shocked, I climbed onto the railing and looked down at where Charlotte had fallen. She was dead, her skull shattered on the cement floor. Only then did I realize that the murderer I saw on the terrace 7 years ago was not a doppelganger. I had seen the future of me today, ahead of time. I slowly raised my head with bloodshot eyes and looked straight forward, and my eyes met those of a man standing on the terrace of the apartment across the street. And that was me, 7 years ago. I shouted at him with all my might.
Kill Charlotte!
Then, in an instant, my voice dissipated feebly through the air and evaporated. The man was surprised when he saw my face and plopped down to the ground, and I could only watch helplessly from afar, Charlotte running out of the room to help him up.
Endless loop. Is that it? I think that was it. That's crazy. What's the one you wanted me to watch? What was it called? Tiki. I don't know how to type. Tiki horror story. What about Tiku?
Kashima Raiko was walking quickly but apprehensively at the railway station in Hokkaido, Japan. She was bullied for being the new kid in school. On that day, she felt like someone was following her in the station, even though it was nearly deserted.
She
Weird.
sped up while looking behind to make sure no one was there. Her heart was racing, and her
She's
instincts
kinda
told her her life was
bad.
in danger.
Kinda
She made the
bad.
decision to flee. Not far from where she started running, someone appeared and kicked her left shin, which immediately sent her
Nah,
crashing to
not
the
my wife.
ground. Raiko cried out in pain while holding her scraped-up leg.
Zach
When
Simpson,
she
I
looked
am.
up,
Look at
she
this
saw
girl.
her new classmates grinning at her.
Who says we'll allow an ugly kid like you into our school?
Ugly?
Said a girl. Raiko bowed her
Look at
head
her, she ain't
meekly.
ugly.
Please, I don't want any trouble. Just let me be. I want to go home, she pleaded. The two girls grabbed Raiko by the hair and dragged her near the platform.
Gonna be
All
run
she
over
could
by
do
a
was
train.
cry in pain. Then they grabbed her hands and feet and threw her onto the tracks
No way,
right when the train was
no!
approaching. And
You give me a
Raiko lost
spoiler.
consciousness upon impact.
No!
The story goes that Raiko was split in half by the train.
No!
Her lower body was shredded to pieces.
No.
The violent nature of her death turned her into an
Oh,
undead,
she's
or
even more
vengeful
bad
ghost,
now.
known as the Teke Teke.
Oh, Teke
The
Teke.
Teke Teke took the lives of the two girls who bullied her by
Dang.
splitting their bodies in
Can I
half.
see this Teke Teke?
It is said that the name comes from the sound of her nails clawing on the ground
Okay, maybe she
as
doesn't
she
have those like,
chases her
ugh.
victims.
Okay, never mind.
This is the story of how
Oh, no.
I know the Teke Teke.
What do you
It's
have?
because bad luck follows me wherever I go. My parents died in a car accident when I was little,
She looks
and that
exactly the
changed
same.
everything. I survived the accident, but was left scarred for life. No, I actually have a scar on my face. No child should ever have to go through that kind of trauma and
Oh,
loss.
she's bad too.
Fast forward to several years later, I moved in with distant relatives,
Damn, the
which
scar is kind of
included my
hot.
second cousin. After constantly moving around, I hoped this would be more long-term. At first, my cousin Yuko was welcoming. We were the same age and in the same classes.
Well, she have a
But
bowl
after her
cut.
boyfriend Koji introduced himself to me,
Koji.
she instantly became jealous and avoided me unless it was to remind me that I should be grateful that she took me in.
Jeez.
After school one day, Koji caught up with me to ask how I was adjusting.
Dang, I wish I was
He
Koji
took
for
my heavy
real.
bag and told me he would carry it
The
for me
Zach
since
Simpson girl
he
in
was coming
anime.
over to study. You shouldn't go home by yourself. It's dangerous around here at night. I'll try to convince Yuko to let you join us. Yuko came out of nowhere, grabbed my bag and opened it.
Oh,
She
weirdo.
inspected the contents
Bro,
before
since we're
emptying
drawing.
it out. My books fell to the ground, along with a photograph of my parents.
Weird.
One is for the music.
Yeah, I need to buy
She's
YouTube.
gotta break
Damn, they really got me. I need to buy YouTube Premium. Oh my gosh, 2? Blood sense for animation. The animations.
Koji picked
Look at
it
her.
up and asked,
Her side profile is
"Are
kind of
they your
weird though.
parents?" I nodded.
The first one that died and got cut in
Yuko
half
took
is
the
way
picture,
better.
looked at it, and tore it to pieces. No wonder you're ugly. I got down on my knees and gathered
Ugly.
my books.
What's with these chicks with
as well as the
freaking bowl
remnants of my
cuts?
parents' photo.
Calling the more
Stay
attractive ones
away from
ugly.
my boyfriend. She threw my bag on the ground and stormed away. Koji helped me pick up my belongings, which were now dirty. Yuko called him over, and after a moment of hesitation, he apologized and left. I kept my distance from
Leave
Yuko
her.
after that.
A weirdo.
We lived in the same house, but were complete strangers who didn't acknowledge one another's existence.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Slowly,
either.
things became a
Over
little
a
better.
man?
I made a few friends and even joined clubs. I was most excited for the creative writing one. Ever since I was little, writing stories where I'm the main character has always been how I cope with life.
Without hesitation.
But lo and behold, Koji had also joined the club.
You, Koji, you're causing
As
problems.
soon as he saw me, he ran over and sat next to me.
Bro,
I
you have a
must
girlfriend.
admit, he was quite handsome, and I had developed a tiny crush on him after seeing him at home so often.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm sorry about Yuko, he quietly said. We shouldn't be talking. Why are you even here? I enjoy writing. It allows me to escape even for a moment.
Why is he talking like that?
Yeah, I'm sure you need that. When we were done for the day, Classmates told me to be careful
Proofs for
because
the good stuff.
supposedly there was
Wish
a
I was
murder
him
on
for
the
real.
loose. A few girls around my age had gone missing, last seen walking around the railway station. I can accompany you. I'll just pretend I had to pick up something at your place. For a brief moment, I had forgotten that Koji was dating my cousin and stopped by whenever he wanted. As enticing as it sounded to have him walk me home,
What is this?
I couldn't. Please don't. Yuko would kill me.
She's gonna die
Koji
too.
shrugged his shoulders as I walked away. I
You
made
got
it
so
to the
much
railway
riz.
station safely.
Bro, I
For
wish I was him.
precaution, I quickened my
I break
pace
up with
during
that
my
bullcut,
walk and kept
right?
a low
So
profile.
fast.
It was late,
I was gonna
and
say a
the
bad
station
word.
was deserted. All I could think about was Koji.
Wish I was Koji
How
for
we
real.
probably had more things in common than him and Yuko.
Yeah,
How
you
I
guys are
always
crazy.
catch him looking at me from the corner of my eye. After entering the train platform,
She's about to die.
someone punched the back of my head.
Punch?
It was then accompanied by the sound of a glass bottle shattering on my head.
It didn't punch you.
Blood gushed out
my
as I
gosh.
fell to the ground.
That looks bad
I was
blood on her.
disoriented and about to black out when I heard Yuko's voice.
What a
You
crazy
think you
hoe.
belong here? Yuko turned me over to face her. She spat on my face. I was
Ew.
dizzy. I wasn't able
It's
to
late,
reply.
man. Don't worry.
And this made her angry. This one deserves to experience at least one fleeting moment of excitement in her life before we end it.
It's
No
3 a.m.
knife today, hun.
No way, this
Koji
guy.
grabbed me by the hair and started dragging me.
No way, Koji.
Goodbye, cuz. She uttered, then picked up both my feet. Too bad no one will miss you. I was
Oh.
pleading for them to stop when I heard the train approaching. I looked at my cousin while tears rolled down my cheeks,
I don't like bowl cut,
trying
dude.
to find even just a dash of reluctance or sympathy. But all I saw was pure evilness in her eyes. Then, in an instant, she was split in two.
You were split in two?
Her upper half was sliced off from
Oh,
her
let's
lower
go.
half so effortlessly.
This is my bae?
The blood spilled out.
My bae killed her,
Her
huh?
lower body was still standing when her upper body fell.
That's my bae.
I just froze. Koji screamed and finally
Look.
let go of my hair.
Cut him in half too.
The sudden and gruesome death of Yuko didn't immediately register in my brain. I stared at the two halves. It was horrifying. I had to look away. Then it hit me. The killer was still there.
Here's how I made
No.
myself control my world using Adobe
It's my
Premiere Pro.
bae.
First thing I
My
did was
bae,
film
the
2 plates.
creepy half woman.
When I looked up, there was a demon-like creature that was also
Hey,
missing her
don't
lower
call her a
body.
demon.
She was wearing old, tattered,
That's my
soiled
baby.
clothes and had long black hair. In her right hand was a scythe, which she used to split Yuko in half. I was too
Tell you
stunned
like
to
Adobe
speak
Pro.
and didn't dare move an inch. She dropped the scythe and moved towards me by clawing the floor.
Like, what's up, girl?
Her movements were odd and unreal. Her claws were making a unique sound when they
Her
hit the
claws?
floor.
They're called
The
nails.
sound was something like a tick-a-tick-a. She stopped an inch away from me.
Yeah, I want to do it
grabbed
half
my
on the side.
face and looked directly
Oh,
into
look
my
at her.
eyes.
Beautiful.
Surprisingly, I found more humanity in hers. I shivered from the touch of her cold, clammy skin.
Wins for real.
Suddenly, she licked the side of my face from my chin up to my forehead.
You licked it?
She let go of me and
Yeah,
looked at Koji.
wish I was her for real.
He took a step back.
Cut him in half.
The creature grinned and quickly pushed herself from the floor towards him as he ran away.
No, you ain't
She
getting away.
landed on his back and clawed open his neck.
Yeah.
Blood gushed from his gaping wound as he
Yeah,
fell to
get
the
him, babe.
ground. And she didn't stop there. She got on top of him and started
Alright.
clawing on his
That's too
belly
much, baby.
until his upper body was separated from his lower
Oh,
body.
she's kind of crazy, but I like
It's
crazy.
strange, because I didn't feel sorry for them. Afterwards, the creature took a quick glance at me and smiled. She took off to the dark corner of the train station and disappeared. Only
that's
after
two
this
girls.
incident did I learn about the
Yeah, they
urban
look the same.
legend of the Teke Teke.
Teke Teke's still
And
hotter.
I am forever grateful that the Teke Teke saved my life that day.
Teke Teke. Dang, where can I meet Teke Teke? Where can I meet this entity? Is there like a real picture of her? I'm trying to find. Okay. Go someone with no legs, hunting and killing every student, slicing bodies in half. This is bad though, it's okay. Oh, she's 8 foot? What's up, Cloudy? Rose Hero, dude. I'm trying to look at more Teke Teke stuff. Oh, look at this. This is a movie, but it's in Spanish? Oh no, it's subs are in Spanish. What? Oh, I don't speak Japanese. Right here, right here. This one? This one. This one. This is only a minute long.
テケテケに捕まったら体を真っ二つにされちゃうんだよ。昨日の事件もそれだって言いたいの？
Oh. What's CGI?
大丈夫。私は夏希さえいれば平気だから。
Oh, this bowl cut. That's the bowl cut, huh? Oh my gosh. She's crazy in real life, though. She's quick with it.
次は誰がいいと思う？やめて。私をバカにしたやつ全員ぶっ殺してやる。早く止めたい。
This is a trailer?
持ってること呪いってこと。4人とも死んだよ。
Oh, she's kind of bad too in real life. Animation's way better. Ticket. 2. Is it number 2? This is 2? Look at her. That's my baby. My baby. Ticket. That's who I want to marry. Ticket. Any more? Tell me some more scary stuff, guys. Come on, tell me. Does a Skibbity Toilet count? I've never even seen what Skibbity Toilet is. I looked it up, but I never watched the video. But calling Teke Teke baby. This is my baby. It's the first one. It's the first Skibbity Toilet. Short horror film right here.
Hey, here come that swirl. Hey, here come that shit.
Teke Teke is my baby. You never heard of Skibbity Toilet? Well, I have recently. It's huge. Get some food, fool. There's a horror movie about kids show. Horror movies about everything. I love All of Us Are Dead. Skibbity Toilet come out of the toilet. I just know it goes Skibbity yeah or something. Worst scene is me showering. Weird outlets. Look at those European outlets.
I have a toilet in my house.
Why do I look like a spider? What do you mean? Why do you look like a spider?
Not in the bedroom.
Oh, you're Pokemon?
In the hall.
I think it is a spider.
Rose.
I think it is a spider.
Rose.
Mental health is bad. Oh. Yeah, F Chica, dude. It's all about Teke Teke. Teke Teke's my baby. The folk bomb or the folk boom. I wasn't paying attention at all. Pacing of the show sucks. Skibbity, yup. Oh. Hey, the skibbity toilet. That's Saw. Whatever his name is. He's not even singing the song. Ew. That's one of the dumbest videos I've ever seen in my life. I regret watching that. Wasting my time. I'm trying to watch the first one. Here we go. Skibbity toilet. I need to see what it is. Is this the real one?
From caring for your skin to caring for the Earth's, discover Dove's partnership with Rimba to protect forests.
Hey. This is what it is? This is what people are going crazy about? What the heck? What's your stream Zach? Might play something scary? What? What? You guys seen this? I watched all of these back in the day.
Hello. I like rusty spoons. I like to touch them. The feeling of rust against my salad fingers is almost orgasmic. I must find the perfect spoon.
Ew. Vecna? Why do I like this?
Hello there, young child. I'm here to inquire about your spoons.
Spoons? Look at his fingers.
Might I ask where you keep the spoons?
Rusty spoons. Poor child.
I see. Then I must leave. But first, I'd like to caress this rusty kettle. Oh.
Weird. Number 2. His friends in this one.
This is fucking delicious.
Plants vs. Zombies? How long does it take? Long. Let's watch 3 episodes of Salad Fingers.
Hello. Today I'm having
Plants vs. Zombies
a
is
little get
because they don't
together
feel uncomfortable.
with my friends. Oh, hello there, chaps. You arrived earlier than I expected. And might I say, you are looking rather splendid this evening.
I love his voice.
This is Hubert Cumberdale, Marjorie Stewart Baxter, and this is Jeremy Fisher. Say hello.
Baby, grow up.
I wonder what you taste like.
Ew.
Marjorie Stewart Baxter, you taste like sunshine dust.
Brush your teeth, blood.
Ew. Hubert Cumberdale, you taste like soot and poo.
Doesn't know what that tastes like.
I've got a fish in the oven. If anyone's interested.
Alors, Nabila, comment t'appelles-tu? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
What? Hey, he didn't taste the black one. This man's racist.
Help. Help me.
Bro can eat anything.
Help.
3 finger. Oh, the only normal person around is going in there.
Oh, thank goodness. I think the heavens must have sent you.
What happened?
I've got a fish cooking in the oven, but I just can't reach it.
Uh-oh.
It's right at the back. With your supple little frame, you might be able to squeeze in and get it for me.
Uh-oh.
It's right at the back.
Who goes in the back of an oven?
I can't thank you enough for
No. This man got distracted by a rusty nail?
Oh. I like it when the red water comes out.
Red water?
I like it when the red water comes out of my...
I feel super comfortable. Delicious. Oh, this guy's weird.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land.
Happy tree friends? No, bro. Look at
Hubert
Ben.
Cumberdale, fancy seeing you here.
Where's Hubert there? Oh.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Definition of blood, red water. Too much violence, yeah.
Somewhere over the rainbow. I must have dozed off. That fish smells about done.
It's not a fish, it's a little boy. The end. Okay, one more. Number 3. I watched it a bunch as a kid too.
New for moms from
This
the #1
baby.
doctor recommended multivitamin brand.
Nettles. Oh, I just got Pringles dust in my eyes. It burns.
Hello.
You look at scary stories for scared kids?
Today, I've been enjoying the pleasures of nettles.
Nettles. What's wrong with his fingers?
Oh, what's this rather queer-looking contraption?
Queer-looking contraption.
You can be called a nettle carrier.
No carrier.
There you go.
Smell his feet. this guy mad? My sound went out. My headphones died? No. Oh, how unfortunate. Did you go get ready for school? Oh man, have a good day at school. How much money to smell his feet? Whose feet? This guy's? You can't pay me enough to even exist in this universe. I would be truly sad. I'll be right back. My headphones are gonna charge for a bit. I need a pee. So, pee break. Eight more days till school. Let's see. A little bit of life on these. Oh, you left? I want pee for a little bit. Oh, cactus? Yeah. I thought he left too. Two people, it's all good, dude. I'm gonna get off soon. Go to bed. Duty, yup. Dang, that stupid song stuck in my head. Shit. Why are these not plugged? Come on. Work. There you go. Okay, let's finish this. No, it's not playing. Oh, what is that? Sorry. Like your dad is died 3 days after you're born? Oh man. My mom left me before I was born. Where were we? We were like here. There's no sound? Why not? No? What the heck? Some headphones died, I guess not. It's just no sound.
Side my toes. Oh, it seems nettles have made the milk drop out.
But needs
inside
food.
my teeth.
He does need food.
The nettles make me think happy times.
Jess! Oh, she's back.
Double trumps.
Oh, yay. Jess!
Oh, hello. You've picked a rather late hour to be
His grandma's
visiting
back.
me. Have you got a name? I think you're called Milford Cubicle.
He's dead, buddy.
Why don't you come in? You can have a sit down and rest those weary legs.
He's resting already.
I'll give you a little hand if you're feeling rather.
No worries.
fatigued.
Thanks for stopping by, Jess.
Milford
I'm happy you're
Cubicle.
here. Stay next to your cat.
Is that comfortable?
Ugh. I'm probably gonna get off in like 30 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna be 4 o'clock by then. I'll probably be in bed by
I
then.
say, would you like a warm glass of milk?
Well, this animation is
Milford
cursed.
Cubicle.
We'll watch this next time. We'll continue it next time. Part 4. That was a weird thing. Horror short film Cookie. Named by David Phil.
To hit tight deadlines, I need my time and focus to be on the work. So I keep all my teams and assets together with Dropbox.
I'd love for you to
Whether I
stay,
need a
Jess, but
contract
I'm gonna go to
signed
bed soon.
or a video reviewed. Fewer meetings, fewer apps. It's all in Dropbox.
You try making a heavy cartoon, but remember
With summer coming to a close this Labor Day, you can save up to 50% on outdoor furniture, only at Ashley.
What's this? Brain feeder. Guys, my video right now is at like.
After 6 years of splitting,
like 6,000
stretching,
views.
and firing distorted
7,500
particles at one
right
another, we finally have a product. Cream.
Cream. Love cream. You guys want to see what I got today? Where is it? I lost it. I already lost it. Never mind. Oh, where's this? Is it? Look, it's a jade roller.
Facial blemishes will be a thing of the past.
I don't know how to use it, to be honest. I think you do this. Look beautiful. Jack Stubber? Okay.
How about this botched nose job? This amputated
Ooh.
stub isn't a challenge for cream.
Then you get some cream. Cream's crazy.
Hold on, how's that possible?
Using our smart awareness system, Cream detects the most likely problem and attempts to solve it by correcting the molecular structure. Even quite vague problems such as general ugliness. Instant fixes for any kind of aging, fractures and lacerations.
What the?
The recently deceased.
Backstabber?
What the hell?
But cream isn't just limited to the human body. Everything broken can and will be fixed. Broken is no longer an issue.
You get some cream. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Jack? Give me A. A. He fixes everything. What is wrong with these people's faces? What is he feeding? I'm not using that cream. How much is it? Hope cheap. Cream looks amazing. Bro, I want it. cream is something amazing. Oh, you're wasting all the cream, dude. You be using on things better than your grass. Ew. What was wrong? Put some cream on that kid.
I don't understand, Mum. What's happening?
We can't see. Okay.
Ah, yes. The implicit formulation of dynamic wave computational elements allow time step size to be selected according to accuracy
The guy
requirements.
feeding him something?
Aww.
Cream.
A damaged mind is no longer a life obstacle if treated with a cream brain injection. Worries, doubts, mental conditions, and general stupidity are all now curable.
I need some cream. This dog took some cream. This is so cool.
What is your name?
I have yet to be assigned a name.
Well, choose one.
Arnold Billington Smythe.
Oh no.
Taylor Farms ended my no green
This
stuff
kid doesn't
phase.
look real. Why is his head so big? Yeah, bros, don't eat that salad. It makes your
It's
head
a bit
huge.
silly, that name, though, isn't it?
I have to agree with you there, Steve. I wasn't thinking straight.
I don't feel very well, Daddy. Not only do I feel better, but I am also a better person.
Oh my.
Feeling empty and bored now all your problems can simply be creamed away?
Will it die?
Yes, cream has taken the magic out of life. Well, cream it back! Hooray, my enthusiasm came back. Cream yourself happy. Cream the world beautiful. Cream, the everything fixer. Because cream is the fix-all cream, it is constantly fixing and improving itself. To be submerged in cream is to continuously improve yourself in every way possible.
Okay. Blind people watching. This man's being fixed. Oh. Wow. We call it Superman? Is he dead?
No. He exponentially improved himself physically and mentally to a zenith of absolute perfection, subsequently evolving into a being of
Bye,
pure
Jess. Thanks for
light
stopping
energy.
by. Love ya.
Is it possible that you will eventually run out of the raw material to make the cream?
Yes, we are about 6 months from running out completely.
Run out?
Which is why the new version of cream will have self-duplicating properties.
Elon, for real.
Cream is now potentially infinite.
How long is this video? Oh my gosh, it's so long. What do you want me to look up? Jack Sauber. Oh, what is this?
Rain is so glorious, baby sun adoring us, gift of existence.
What?
Sustained, don't conquer, sustained, just conquer, glorious, baby sun adoring us.
What am I watching?
Go away.
What the heck was that?
Here's how Fiverr saved my website. Hi, I'm Lauren McGowan. I'm a content creator and owner of Tiny Bakery, Violet Bakehouse.
Or some ghost videos.
On August 4th of 2023, two friends break into a
You
church
drug us
that
while you
many
make some
people,
crazy
including
hits.
neighbors, are afraid of. They had
Obviously.
shut down the chapel for unknown reasons, but some believe that it might have been due to the fact that strange things were happening inside. The local priest has transferred over to another church, after publicly stating that unforeseen circumstances have left the church no choice but to close its doors indefinitely.
Weird.
One night, two friends decide to visit the chapel with the intent of breaking in. It's been closed down for 3 months, and they couldn't help themselves from seeing what was left inside. But little did they know that this was a bad idea. Take a look.
Okay. This place has been abandoned for like 3 months, I think. Oh my god, yes. Okay. Let's go. Yep. Okay. You ready? Yeah. There's a light on.
What the?
The light's the everlasting light. It's in every church. It's always supposed to be on. It's freezing, actually.
Light turned off?
Oh.
What is that? Maggots? Cockroaches.
Oh my god, it smells.
Real bug.
Oh my god. I'm trying to step on. Boy. That was disgusting. What the f?
Alright.
Let's go upstairs.
This cameraman sucks. Thank goodness he speeds it up.
Give me that. Let me see your face.
Jeez.
Dude, you gotta be quiet.
My man's need to find a jacket that fits him.
More. Oh my god.
$1?
Everywhere.
Oh, what?
Pull this out.
Looking at.
No, I hear something.
What's that moving? Oh, it's a chair. I hear nothing.
Take care. I heard something. Get out.
Yo, why are you going in there? Bricked up.
I don't know. I don't know what the something.
Oh.
Oh my
I'm running too. Don't leave your friend behind.
As both friends look back at the playhouse, the door suddenly closes on its own. In a panic frenzy, both friends run away in full terror. They have no clue as to how the door closed on its own.
It's the whole video.
But even weirder are the whispers that they heard before entering the playroom.
I did not hear those whispers. Barely hear them.
Viewers have noted that if you listen closely, it kinda sounds like children whispering or people who are praying. Either notion seems understandable, as this incident occurred inside a church with a playroom center, but further adding to the strangeness of this place is the slew of insects on the floor. From worms to other bugs, a pile of dead insects stretches across the carpet. Not much else is known about this place or the video itself, but I'll let you come up with your own conclusions on this footage. Had the church closed down because it was haunted? Or is there a possible explanation for all that happened? Let me know what you think.
Devin. This is the true
Here's
horror.
how to add a
An
code
ad
set
for
course in The
Sims.
Sims 4 using only base game. First, grab a flat square, place it against your house, and resize as needed. Then
I have Sims.
In the following video, a band is getting ready to play in front of an audience by giving a small speech about their music and how the band came to be.
Total que nos formamos para concursar y al final de cuentas ganamos y ya desde entonces nos pusimos a tocar.
It appears that this whole event is a goodbye party for the band, as this will be their last show ever. Now the start of this video seems completely normal. However, only minutes later, something happens that leaves everyone feeling very unsettled. What happens in it is just downright creepy. Take a look.
Pero pues cuando entraron a la universidad, pues ya se deshizo el grupo, se mantuvieron un tiempo, pero no se pudo después. Y ya, pues ahorita me llegaron con esto de que casi que la última tocada.
Yeah, I'll buy you 2 premium. I'll do it. Dang, at least he has top hours now? Crazy. Ew. Who's that?
As the band plays a song, someone or something can be seen in the background. This mysterious figure appears out of nowhere behind a TV while seemingly watching the band play. Even stranger is that whatever this was doesn't appear on camera till much later in the video. It's as though they or it was hiding from sight before somehow appearing out of thin air. But according to viewers, there's something else about this figure that's even creepier. If you look closely, you'll see that whatever this is hiding in a very tight space between the TV and the wall behind it. If this had been an actual person, then this must have been the slenderest individual ever seen, as otherwise, they would not have been able to fit in a space that small. To this day, it's still unknown as to what exactly was captured. But whether person or ghost, there's no doubting that whatever this was has got to be the stuff of nightmares. On June 23rd of 2023, a man named Pablo Dosdor was exploring the woods with his dog when all of a sudden, they see a strange-looking building in the distance. Pablo and his dog approach this mysterious building that, for whatever reason, was built in the middle of nowhere. They get really close to the place before suddenly stopping dead in their tracks. Pablo can't explain it, but he can't shake the feeling that something ominous resides within this building.
Yeah, look at it.
Now the video that Pablo took was actually taken a few days after he came here. He was here before, and the video he took during his initial visit has left him wondering if this place might be haunted or cursed.
Bueno, encontramos una escalera. Vamos a ver si podemos acceder.
Now it's worth mentioning that not once in any of Pablo's previous explorations has the camera malfunctioned except here. Although it could be a coincidence, the following video has left him convinced that something supernatural resides within this place. On his second visit, something happened that left him pretty spooked. Take a look.
Wow. Vamos. Oh, wow. pequeña espina.
Huge thorn is so scary.
Estoy acá. Ah, bueno. Tenemos una escalera.
One brave dog. Took a dump.
Sí, definitivamente se nota que era
weird place.
Bueno, es muy baja la entrada. Wow.
Wow.
Draco, vení.
He does not want to go.
Definitivamente no quiere entrar. Es por algo. Vení, Draco. Realmente me siento como bastante acelerado el pulso. Hay una energía definitivamente fuerte. Draco, vení, él me sigue todo. Vení, entra. Eso. No. No. Bueno, me voy acá. Me voy acá porque no me estoy empezando a sentir bien.
This abandoned building, which apparently is an old church, has left not only Pablo unsettled, but his dog as well. Draco, the dog's name, seems hesitant to go inside.
There's your presence, right?
This is Rebecca, who needs a new script.
Streamlabs.
And this is Fernando, searching savings with a click. Online or in store for your health and your wallet. 85% of scripts are under $10. CVS Pharmacy. Healthier happens together.
Meet the beginners, the budgeter, and hey, the seasoned pros.
Uh-oh.
All taking control with Chase
My
Secure
computer's
Banking with
haunted.
no minimum deposit to open. Simple tools, control at hand. One bank for today and tomorrow. Chase, make more of what's yours.
This last video comes from Blancerella, who says she received the following video from her brother. He sent this video to his family in the hopes that they could explain what was captured. The video starts off with footage of the brother's wife and 2 children sleeping in bed when out of nowhere, this happens.
Oh, what the? Why is the kid sleeping on the bed like that, though?
Somehow, the child is pulled off the bed by just a few inches. Looking closely, the child's leg can be seen moving in such a way as if someone had yanked them.
Poor kid.
The family who saw this believes that a sinister presence was messing with the child. It's for this reason that some viewers are concerned for the safety of the family. But whether something is haunting them or not, viewers agree that the clip is pretty strange. So then, could it be that the baby had moved on its own? Or was something supernatural responsible for this?
Made that baby move
Let me
by
know your
itself.
thoughts on this one.
Alright.
Thanks for watching.
Alright. I'm probably gonna go to bed. I'll go to bed. Go to bed. Bedtime. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Try to do Terrifying Tuesday. I'll see you for the next live. Thank you. Good night.